We agreed yesterday and clarified that all these files consume space from the allocated storage for the course. Each course on the system is set to 250 megabytes. All right, so of course, video files and large documents take up a lot of storage space. So when you come here to the Content File Center, this is the place where every time you add a Word document, PDF, audio file, or any content or image, these files are added to the course. A copy is uploaded to something called the Content File Center, which means each course has a small storage area within Blackboard where the files related to that course are stored. So if we go ahead and click on Course 4, you will see with me that these are all the files I've added, like images, Word documents, audio files, and for example, a video file. You will find all these files here. So what's best is to avoid storage space issues, we mentioned yesterday that it's best to use the drive associated with my email drive. I put the files in the email drive or on Gmail. I have something called OneDrive, and I also store files there. I right-click on the file and say Share to share it. Then I copy the link. The link to the file is there, but the file itself is stored in my email drive, so it doesn't consume storage space within my course. So I take that link and come here inside my course. From within my course, I create content, but in this case, I'm not going to add a file, audio, image, or video. I just want the web link itself. I'm going to take the link of the file and create the link here. The link to the file is the file itself stored in my email drive, so it doesn't use my course storage. So I take this link and come here to create content. I won't add a file, audio, image, or video. I'll take the link of the file and create the link here. I'll take the URL, insert URL, and then I can name the file as I like. I'll name the file and then say submit. I won't add a file, audio, image, or video. I only want the web link. I'll take the file link and create it. I'll take the URL, put it here, and name the file as I like. I'll put the file name and then say submit. This way, I or the student can access the file through the link. And where is the file? It's stored in my Drive or OneDrive linked to my Gmail. The URL that I clicked, put my URL here, and I named the file with any name I like. I put, of course, my file name or the name of my file. And then I start saying send. So now I can access the file, or the student can access the file through the link. And where is the file itself? It's stored in my Drive or on my OneDrive, which is linked to my Gmail, for example. That was just a brief summary of what we covered in yesterday's session. So if you have any issues regarding this part, feel free to ask. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions regarding this part? This was just a brief summary of what we covered in yesterday's training. For those who weren't with us, for those who missed yesterday's training, we have plenty of time for today's session. God willing, I will clarify for you now that when we worked yesterday, and peace be upon you, let's also please check the chat. And yesterday, please. And yesterday, please. Okay, Dr. Ahmed, you might not have attended yesterday, but I would like to show you this technical support for you, the teachers. This technical support is just for the teachers. Just to be careful, this WhatsApp or phone number is for professors only, not for students. So you can send a message via WhatsApp, and this is with me personally. I can send you the registration link for yesterday's session. Take a screenshot for the technical support number for teachers. It's not for students to avoid student messages, but if you need technical support for students. This is the technical support for students. This is a different WhatsApp number for students only. Dr. Samar is asking where the number is. Here is the number. This WhatsApp number is the same, but for calls, it's the same number. Dr. Najba is saying it's clear about withdrawing and hiding courses. Student support for students, another WhatsApp number, but just for students. Dr. Samar asks for the number. This is the number as seen. This is the WhatsApp number, and it's the same number for calls. Let's also check the chat. Dr. Najba is saying it's clear regarding withdrawing previous courses and hiding them. For emailing course content, send it to the coordinators. We can post it in the WhatsApp group. If you are with us in the WhatsApp group for today's session, we will, God willing, share it there. This is the number again. As you can see, this is the WhatsApp number I'm referring to. It's the same number, but for calls, it's the same number. Let's also check the chat. Dr. Najba is saying it's clear, especially regarding withdrawing previous courses and hiding them. We can send the course content via email. You can send it to the coordinators. If you are with us in the WhatsApp group for today's session, we will share it there. All right? Then we will send you the recordings of the sessions in the WhatsApp group. The grading center is available, so we will look at the grading center first before we check the monitoring center and the performance information dashboard and course reports. The grading center, what is it linked to? Is there just a problem with the sound? Is the sound okay for everyone, all of you? All right, then we will definitely send you the recordings of the sessions in the WhatsApp group, God willing. Also, among the things we want to look at together is certainly the part. The grading center is here. We'll first look at it. It includes assignments, tests, and activities. As Dr. Ahmed said, grades depend on these elements. The overall score depends on tests, and students receive grades for assignments, tests, etc. What will be in the grading center? Let's explore it together. It includes assignments, tests, activities, and the overall score. As Dr. Ahmed mentioned, student grades depend on these elements. Before discussing the overall score, note that it relies on assignments, tests, activities, and tasks. Opening the grading center shows the total score based on these. Dr. Ahmed emphasized the overall score's dependence on tests and assignments. Now let's see how to create an assignment. The content area allows adding files, audio, images, and videos. Before the overall score, it depends on, if I open the grading center now, you will see with me that the total here relies on assignments, tests, activities, and tasks. So it sums up the total score. As Dr. Ahmed told us, I have the overall score here, but the overall score depends on what? It depends on tests, and students receive grades for assignments, tests, and so on. Now we need to see how to create an assignment. For example, as I mentioned, the content area is where we can create or add content like files, audio, images, videos, and so on. And also through it, we can create something called assessments, which are assignments and tests. So when I want to create a new link or any new item in the assignments list or related to a test, I should choose to add something called the content area. So you might say something like content area and then mention the final exam, for example. We can create something called assessments, which are assignments and tests. So when I want to create a link here, when I want to establish a brand new link or any new item in the assignments list or perhaps related to a test, I should opt to include something called the content area. So you might say something like content area and then refer to, for instance, the final exam, for example. And it will be available for users to send